Right now, KeShawn Murphy back in the game for Mississippi State. Took no shots in that first half.
And good call right away.
Smart to get him.
It's a back in by Matthews. Kick it. Kugel misses on a three. And a track down there by Jones.
Almost walked.
Matthews trying to get involved here. Kugel using the screen. The roll and the layup goes. It's Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Trigger in for Harris.
A pretty play.
And it's knocked in on the final 43.2.
I'm thinking two, go strong, a pin down, get it to Hubbard.
Scooped up by Harris. He will handle it. 37 seconds to go.
They'll go.
We got to tackle.
Yeah.
Fake the handoff. Matthews feed it inside. Murphy turns. Murphy scores.
How about that?
Hubbard screen and a blow by and a floater. No, he's had a few rattle in and out. How about KeShawn? And just Dennis Gase, like you mentioned earlier, 6, 7, 8 different guys have led them in scoring throughout this year. Bates one of them. Murphy thought about a dunk, and then Greg got three. How difficult the shot is that? Jacob Cruz stepped into it. Well, he went from a 20% three-point shooter in non-conference play to 36% now. Yeah, Murphy, an easy one, man. He is living in the... To back up that statement about how beautifully he blends in with older players and being the star guy because he's a star kid. Matthews handled that basketball, and he had picked. Kugel finds KeShawn Murphy. Jones into traffic. Here's Murphy. A little floater there, finding him. Real give and let go. No good. Bad pass. Good hands there. Incredible play by Hubbard to maintain control of a ball that was thrown at his feet. More like a shortstop. Yeah, and down to get a bad one, right? To try to turn two. Murphy, ooh, he had Gray up in the air, could have drawn the foul. Instead, he passed it, and Kugel tries to dish it to him. He stays alive with it and knocks it down. Yeah. He can heat up in a second. But those are big physical guards from Missouri. They've got to stay attached. You cannot give 12 airspace at all in this game. Well, they went to a little zone defense here and try to break that up, and Mississippi State did a good job to get it in the paint. Now a 10. Kugel, Murphy. Laid it up and in. They did it. One hustle and a great pass. We just saw from Jordan Sears. He got the ball first, a 50-50 ball, and then an easy layup. Yeah, just the alertness of Sears and the hand speed to come up with it. They're not going to stop. It's Hubbard to shoot it. He drives it. Now he fires. That's no good. Kugel there to get it to Murphy. Keeps it alive. Got a chance for
win. They want to dominate, guys.
Yeah, that's a way to challenge your team, right, Jimmy? And kind of put a goal out there, which is to win by a certain number. He knows defense is what's going to carry them. If they're going to go anywhere, it's got to be on the defensive end, and they have not played well defensively down the stretch.
Ravi, when you're in a tournament, you have got to play with an edge the entire time. So Chris Jans is not only coaching to finish off this game, he's coaching to make sure his guys have an edge about the next game.
If you're the big, you kick it back to the big, he knocks it down, does that feed to the defense right here for the Hogs.
Murphy, pocket pass, that is his game. Yep, so Hubbard on the move. Who's open? It's Melendez. Can't hit it. Maybe a new 20. And Jones secures it. Oh, you forget about Murphy, and he's still.
Yes, indeed.
Wagner gambled. Harris got in the paint. Contested fall away, and Brazil. No, pardon me, that was Aiden.
So doing a great job of having space, moving the ball, it touching guys, and guys being very unselfish, turning down okay shots for great shots.
You know, 15 of their 20 makes assisted. That is a really high, it's 75% assist rate. That is elite.
Coach Cal has probably been screaming that from day one.
Murphy's got to hit this. Murphy banks it in.
Yeah.
Side of the floor. Matthews pulls the trigger. Matthews, no. Murphy, yes.
And that's where they could. And Coach Cal loves that because he's seen aggressive Brazil that we said we want to see carry over from that Vanderbilt game. And now you're seeing that opportunity.
3 triples for Brazil today. Murphy got it to go.
Really good job by Murphy.
Bulldogs at 20-9, 8-8 in the SEC, firmly in the dance. According to Joe Lenardi, and a chance to continue to improve that resume get the bye in the upcoming SEC tournament, the single bye. If they can finish strong, and Murphy does exactly. That has to find a way to steal a win on the road tonight. Larry, and the pass is picked off by Harris.
No, you can't make that pass. Not at this level.
Harris to Murphy, and a full head of steam in the flush. Josh Hubbard. You asked me if I would take the charge from 6'7", 240. Cameron Matthews, an emphatic no. 8-point lead for Murphy, make it 6. You take a look at his last 4 games. He's been dominant at the line. As those scoring numbers climb the charts in the SEC.
There's that short roll again.
MSU now to help force that turnover. Big possession for both sides. Melendez nearly lost it, picked up by Martin. The shot clock already down to 10. Kugel, Murphy. The lead.
Hubbard back with the ball in his hands on top.
What a game. In the SEC again, Murphy lost it, gets it back, up and in.
Early on, this game is tightened up. They have had the lead for the majority of the opening minutes. Williams now 0 of 3 from the field.
That's one you've got to make. Your floater game.
Great pass. There goes KeShawn Murphy with the flush.
Piece of that.
Well, if he did, that would have been his 3rd block. Hubbard now off the screen. Hubbard lob it up to Murphy. Nicely done. He was for LSU, and the 13-point deficit is now back to 8. So that will help with 5 to go.
Can LSU get a handle right now on Hubbard?
So now they're going to try Bailey. He's the man who guards Hubbard here with Sears on a couple prior possessions. Inside of 5 minutes in Starkville. Kugel trying to use Murphy as the screen. 4 to shoot. Murphy recognizes it. Murphy goes up. KeShawn Murphy, give it to him.
Had a mismatch.
Remember, LSU led at the break. They've since fallen behind Murphy. Wow, that was quick. 10-point lead.
You cannot dare him to shoot it.
Why would you? He's got 6 now early.
Ravi, he was a below 30% three-point shooter all through high school and his first couple of years at Ohio. Now at 36%. That dude has put in the work.
Now Warren penetrates. Really good defense being played by Alabama tonight as Phylon recovers. We talked about it when he went out with the 2 fouls. They are having a hard time getting shots off. That time a good pass.
Area. Threes, transition, rim cuts, offensive rebounds, a total package on the offensive end.
A 16-2 run. Murphy will not take that 3. A floater that hits the backboard pretty hard.
Alabama, Christy Curry. They are 22-6, and she's getting ready to take her team to, I believe, the 3rd straight NCAA tournament. They are tough.
Nice pass inside. Interior pass that time from Matt.
Now that's strong. Clipper Moore is 11 and 15 against Kentucky. He is a conflict resolution that fits really well with his style of play at the rim as well.
Here's off to the left. Youngblood followed. Hustled by Nelson, but he turns it over. Now Hubbard will think about pulling up, but he found Murphy for an easy.
Mark Sears driving that ball, just grinds his body on yours.
Nice spinning, yeah, nice play by KeShawn Murphy.
That's just good action. The shot didn't fall, but man, that's really good action by the Crimson Tide.
Murphy trying to Almost throw it between Sears' legs. Now he said, I'm just going to go myself. And he banks it in.
He's good at that runner. Throw for Mark Sears. He has found his groove.
66 times, Jimmy, he has had at least 20 points in his career.
Tennessee got a win tonight on the road at LSU.
Warren drawing the assignment of Fears. There's a lob trying to go inside to Muhammad Wagee.
Boy, he's good.
Kugel with a strong move to the rim. There's an offensive rebound and an easy putback. He kicks it off to Kugel, drives baseline, gets it back. Melendez, three on the way. No. KeShawn Murphy, offensive rebound and a put. Jeremiah Fears going downhill, gets it over to the left hand. It's tipped around. Mississippi State comes away with it. Bulldogs trying to go fast in transition. Sean Jones Jr. turned down the three. Melendez feeds it to Murphy. Murphy spin move into the lane for a bucket. What a move by number 3. Oklahoma. So from here on out, Mississippi State will shoot free throws. Bulldogs have committed 8. KeShawn Murphy downhill with
reverse layup. Boy, nice move through traffic and off the backboard.
And that's all because of Henry Coleman getting deep post position and setting that screen, if you will, off his post up, clearing the lane.
Harris, no look to Murphy, spins in traffic. Boy, a little nice little dipsy-do off the wing. Shot clock at 8. Don't fire away. That's no good. Murphy battles underneath. Put back.
Great inside.
4:45 to go, opening half. Texas A&M trailed by as many as 7. They now lead it by 5. Matthews, bounce pass. Murphy, he knows what to do with it. Here's Payne. Remember, shot clock down to 5. Payne had it taken away by Matthews. Delquan Warren, the freshman, back to Matthews. Remember, taking a seat for a moment for Mississippi State. Harris. Inside to Murphy. Shot clock at 5. Got it to go. How in the world?
Amazing when we talked with Chris Beard. He said, when I put together this team, I have 7 guys who could potentially start. And everyone is just so unselfish. That is the theme of the year for Ole Miss.
Well, that's what you want to have on a high-quality team, is that you want to have depth, but at the same time, you want to have balance. And when you're able to have that, it's very hard to defend. And this is an Ole Miss team that does a great job with that.
Murray somehow gets that one. Murray thought about it, now puts it on the deck, comes to a stop, and that's a bad one. There's KeShawn Murphy now to push him away from the post where he's so effective. Still gets inside to his spot. Down and lays it in with the left.
What a pass there by Jamin Brakefield. Led him perfectly and allowed Morrell to get out in stride, and he finished with a crafty layup with the left hand.
Murphy with his back to the basket, turns, faces. He is so dangerous. In a 5-point game early on in the second half as the crowd trying to get in it here at the Pavilion.
Ole Miss showing a little extended pressure. If Mississippi State goes back into the low post, I want to see what type of adjustment Ole Miss is going to make. They've been heavily loaded up on the near side, trying to double team and force them to the baseline.
Good pass by Hubbard, and the and one for KeShawn Murphy. Jones Jr. taking it away. Harris Jr. and a rebound, another.
Wow, to adapt to that. Early 7-point lead for the Gators. Josh Hubbard. Lob. And a finish.
Defensive efficiency, because you see the multiple weapons as Sam Alexis shows you right there. And I think he's got a little more fuel in him as well. That Alex Condon play, he's trying to rally the troops. And I think he felt like that
he's had already. It's a time Pro Bowler. He was recruited by Dan Mullen to play here in state. Had 6 picks over 2 seasons as a Bulldog. Harris gets cut off. Loco spins to the baseline and now shares. And an assist at the rim.
He's back in the game, playing a little bit of point forward.
Ninth possession of the half for Mississippi State. Matthews shares it, and they get the run-in jam. Started his college career at Iona. Here's Matthews working on Aberdeen with a size advantage. Shares it inside, and a little scoop shot from KeShawn Murphy puts him in the same. Clayton gambled, and Murphy denied at the rim. Second chance good.
Treatment on a triple-double watch on Houck.
Hubbard lost the dribble, able to recover. Push shot good from KeShawn Murphy. Houck for three. He shot that with confidence, didn't he?
Yep.
Hubbard looking for an assist, and Murphy comes crashing.
Mississippi State shooting 50% to get this game going. 8 of 16. Georgia at 40%. They are 6 out of 15. Matthews to Murphy. The laying is good.
He made Asa Newell shoot that quickly. Yeah. He's not a great outside shooter. He's okay if his feet get set, but he didn't let him get a nice look at the shot from outside.
Harris to Matthews. Cameron comes around the Murphy pick. Boy, just throws it up to Murphy, who tapped it in. Demery gets Hubbard to back up. Left it short. Murphy. Got it. Boy, that's... James open for three. In and out. Rebound Matthews. Murphy spins.
What a move.
Oh, that is fantastic.
One close, one a blowout. Coaches probably needed a little bit of a break. Players had to regroup to think, what's their mission and goal? 22nd ranked team in the country.
Murphy. They leave him open.
But how often?
Kugel. Big hop step block. Swatted out of there, but the follow. Fifth time this half, Georgia has tied it up.
Wow, what a pass.
20. Hubbard, three-level scorer, funnels it. Here's Kugel, way off. New 20, Murphy scores it at the rim. So kick off our coverage today. Bates, pure from 15.
Right, we've talked a lot about Caleb Grill, but Tamar Bates is 6'5", can get his shot off on anybody. That little mid-range jump shot.
So now he's guarding Melendez. There's a deflected pass. Murphy gathers. Murphy goes right into Pierce's sternum.
When Mississippi State has come in for help, kick it out to the weak side, just it's great decision making on both ends by Missouri from all their players.
So they beat Ole Miss last weekend at Mizzou Arena.
That's
that nice
defensive stops together. They got no chance.
You know, and speaking of defense too, Murphy's going to get another look at the baskets. Play out the entire 18-game season. You're not going to have too many lopsided games quite like this between two ranked opponents. Three goes down. That is a season high 15 for Missouri.
Yeah, and people will focus on that three-point shot.
From Mississippi State. Sears off the screen, catch and shoot, too strong. It's pulled down by Harris Jr. Third school for Cordell Harris Jr. And he is making the most of his final opportunity here at Mississippi State. Murphy goes to the other side of the rim.
Coverage. Jones is not able to knock down the open three.
Phylon, his scoop shot rolls off, tipping around at the rim. It's finally pulled down.
and roll action with Murphy. Going 1-on-2, and he splits the D for the flashing middle. And Stevenson couldn't finish. Pick and roll. And Alabama with the shot clock winding down at 4. Reed had his shot blocked. Good D by the Bulldogs. Inside, Murphy rocks the rim. This screen. Alabama's been trying to blitz the ball, trying to get it out of the hands of Hubbard.
Again, going into screen roll action, utilizing KeShawn Murphy.
Matthews going 1-on-2, kick out, Murphy decides to put it on the deck, and how about the
Hubbard once again with the response.
And here's the steal by Kugel. 2-on-2. Murphy, watch out!
Finding action in those two-man games with Sears, gets a piece of the paint, and you got the rim finishing big and Amori up top.
Hubbard's getting all the attention, so Murphy slips to the bucket for 2 more. Alabama's up 3, under a minute to play.
There's the response, but Hubbard is barreling right back down on you.
Murphy pick and roll, his runner goes, the assist.
Really trouble scoring.
Yeah, that game 85-50 3 weeks ago at Humphrey Coliseum in Starkville. It was a 25-point advantage for the Bulldogs at halftime, and there was no turning back. Murphy inside, strong finish at the rack.
Because the league is so tough and you got quad 1 wins, you just got to do the little things, which is not turn the ball over, which has been their biggest problem.
Gamecocks 1 for 11 shooting to start, only down 6. KeShawn Murphy banging down low, banks it in again.
I don't know how.
With number 5 LSU in town and Dawn Staley in the house today, taking in the action. Her team victorious by 10. That top 5 showdown. Good environment today as well for a team that's trying to find its way and pick up that first league victory. KeShawn Murphy, a jump hook is there.
Murphy, offensively, South Carolina's played pretty well. They've just got to get some consistency offensively to their flow.
Great look inside to Murphy, and Murray Boyles took a tumble.
That's the drive you have to do, but again, the attention was played to Murray Boyles, so it created the scoring opportunity for Wright.
Murphy again, the clear pass and the dunk.
Davis has good size at the point on this 1-3-1 zone.
Matthews to Murphy again, the runner. He's down and back down.
And once Cade Phillips got it out of there, you get the ball to the weak side. That's too open for that kid.
He needs to make that shot. Couldn't. Murphy picks up the rebound. Ball shooting almost 40% and 42% from three-point land. They're 5 of 12. Lanier's got 4 of those.
Look how every catch, though, is pushed out beyond that three-point line by a step or 2.
Kugel, height advantage against Ziegler. Good dish, Murphy.
Yeah,
pretty play by Kugel. Remember, Sheboy at Kentucky had it. As Dubar fires a 3, that's too short. Cade Phillips is another one.
Yeah, Dubar is probably going to come out. I just don't think that's the shot that Rick Barnes wanted. Up 18 with 6 to go. And now you've kind of kept the door open just a little bit.
And Matthews, the hands quick by Lanier. He picks it up, though, on a loose ball. And
I think it's interesting, Mississippi State back-to-back NCAA tournaments.
Yep.
And they have only shot the ball from the three-point line 26% 2 years ago, 32% last year. And they're an
NCAA guys, like I haven't seen them in person yet this year. He is more impressive in person than he is on TV.
KeShawn Murphy, another rebound. He leads the Bulldogs in rebounding with 7 a game. And they repay him. Count the bucket and 1.
Closeouts if you're Ole Miss, right? Attack those closeouts and create some offensive opportunities. You might want to get a rebound too.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are on the boards. Malik Dia trying to get on the board. His jumper no good. And look at that. Open is Melendez. Corner. Follow no by Murphy. Got it again. Count it. Mississippi State.
Good action on one side to really suck that defense over, skip pass, one extra pass, and you get an open three. Ole Miss finding a little shot-making rhythm here in the second.
Here's KeShawn Murphy. From the baseline, gets the roll. Oh. Good basket interference. Play. Padula drives. Wild shot. Hubbard. Matthews with it now. 2:30 to play. Murphy, double team. Powers his way to the rim. Be number 18. They're down 2. Almost 4. Yes, 4. As Murphy cleans a 2-point lead. Matthews has the rock. Skip pass. Melendez open for 3. Air ball. There's KeShawn Murphy.
Is it going to be that kind of night for Auburn?
Well, I tell you what, this ain't a weekend and it ain't Sunday, so the bank is wide open for Tahad Pettiford. Wow.
Murphy with the clear out. Baseline, banging with Johnson. And that's just too much length. On keeps the possession alive. Hubbard, catch and shoot, tried to draw the foul, but guess who? KeShawn.
This is a difference, man. They play a little bit more active. It's not necessarily protecting something they can switch. As you see them doing a lot on ball screens, going to be interesting to see exactly what they do as far as countering that measure.
Mississippi State coming out of the locker room, going inside to KeShawn Murphy.
Hey, look, going into Mississippi State.
Oh, Murphy, watch out!
Hello,
Murphy with 2 on him. He is out of.
Brea 0 for 2. And good defense by Riley Kugel. Athletic, challenges most shots. Matthews. Here's Murphy. Oh, what a spin move on the baseline. Mississippi State 8 of 11 inside the arc, 2 of 12 outside the arc. There's Claudell Harris Jr. Murphy. Back to Jones, and Murphy will end up with the basket. 4th block by the Bulldogs here in the first half. 6:38 to go. And a takeaway on the inbounds, and Mark Pope just shakes his head. What are we doing?
Yeah, only the 3rd turnover by Kentucky. Both of these teams are under 10 turnovers a game. They take care of the basketball.
Here's Hubbard working on Brea. Murphy. Second time we've seen that little push. Ansley Almanor came out of nowhere here in the last couple of minutes to help propel Kentucky to this 7-point advantage.
Averaging just under 5 points a ball game.
Almanor now up to 11 on 3 of 4 from behind the arc. Here's Murphy. Boy, he's been pretty much a non-factor tonight. 6 points. Now give him 8.
Coach Byington told us, he's like, yeah, we want to shoot within 10 seconds, but if we don't get it within that 10, we got to be patient, but you got to take advantage. I thought Tanner may have had a look at a shot right there off the Hogard pass. When the shot's there, you got to take it against this State defense.
What does Murphy want to do? His leaner is through.
I don't know. Let's see. I'm not convinced that hit the end line, so
it looked like it bounced in.
Yeah, to put it simply, it's a break for Mississippi State, and they are going to make you pay tonight.
Picked last, something that Lamont certainly used to his psychological advantage. And quite frankly, they're picked bottom 3rd again as they get And 20. See if you can get this to around 12. Somewhere in that would give you some momentum going into the break.
Show a little spurt ability.
Oh, great take to the rim. KeShawn, because the shot clock is going to get inside 5 multiple times. So far, the patience that State has shown defensively, outstanding.
Maybe one stat that Carolina's going to have to improve in the second half. But one thing is defense. That's buckets in transition for Mississippi State. Studi on a 3. Carolina needs some of those to drop. Coming up on the final minute of the half, Murphy right on Boyles.
Over ratio. It's positive. There's another block.
2 blocks in 1 possession. Bozeman's Verdunk in the game for Carolina. Warren inside, too easy. Murphy.
Side help. Mississippi State a little discombobulated defensively right now. Communication isn't where it needs to be. Bodies aren't where they need to be. They need to tighten it up.
Kugel dumps it off. Murphy off the glass.
And you're a good enough player. Make plays. Don't try to score points, get steals. Just be the player you are and let it come to you.
Last year at 17-17, Bethune-Cookman had their best season in nearly a decade. Got to the semifinals of the SWAC tournament, ultimately lost to Grambling, who won that tournament against the NCAAs. Strong from Bethune-Cookman. And he gets it high off the glass. Wanted a foul, did not get it. Still pleading his case. Meanwhile, Mississippi State the other way. Paudell Harris, little wraparound pass for the finish down low. Interesting note on Riley Kugel. Last year, while playing at Florida, left that one just short, but right there to clean up the mess is KeShawn.
Squad averaging in double figures behind Hubbard.
Now here's the problem for Memphis. They average almost 15 turnovers a game. That's a problem, especially when you play a team like this. And that's not.
Here's at Florida. Hunter tiptoes in the paint, loses, regathers, and then throws it away. Murphy, transition from Mississippi State, lays it in.
And this is what P.J. Haggard, he does very good using that glass with that little floater. But Hubbard, 4,400 points in high school. I never heard of such a thing.
Over 1,000 per year is nuts. And off on the baseline, Melendez cut off, seeing the long arms of Cisse. Murphy cuts and slams. Wow, Mississippi.
And the KeShawn Murphy gets it. It's kind of the way it's gone this game.
Yes, seems like sometimes Mississippi State has an extra guy. How active they've been defensively. Shot clock under 7. Hubbard has to create the 5'10" guard. Shot clock at 3. Dishes. Murphy. Van away goes. Hunter tallies a steal. Attacks the body of Murphy, who gets the rejection. Up and down action in Memphis.
Oh, great
Murphy with a mismatch, and he takes advantage. Live. CBS New Year's Eve and streaming on Paramount Plus. A complete performance for the Bulldogs. Matthews, big body. Bounces, and Murphy off the window.
And Central Michigan trying to cut it even closer. Basco for 3. Paudell Harris with a big defensive rebound. Nice job Harris getting on the boards that time. Under a minute to play in the opening half. The KeShawn Murphy underneath. Got the head fake, got the defender in the air.
Gotta heave.
Off the front of the iron and State with a rebound with Delquan Warren. Sean Jones flips it around to KeShawn Murphy.
left alone and makes them pay. And McNeese takes the lead 40-39.
Great recognition, moving the basketball, skip pass by Brandon Murray.
Oh, there's a breakdown on the other end. Nobody guarded.
That's his first points. They see Riggs really comfortable. He's dribbling with the right hand and great at pushing, great at finding guys open out on the wings.
Kugel driving in. KeShawn Murphy, little floater coming down the right. Nick Anderson now with 17. Extra feed to KeShawn Murphy.
Half-court defense. You see, when they want to push up on the perimeter, that's the strength now. Not only so much the rim protection, but that perimeter aggressiveness. Here's Murphy inside, and he gets it to go. Boy, if this talking hard cuts, hard screens, don't hesitate, because Mississippi State will swallow you up. Here's Kugel. Harris. Inside to Murphy. KeShawn over Cameron Court. Well, they like him a lot. Of course, the younger brother of former Pitt star Nelly Cummings. And he'll get more time with Damian Dunn out for Pitt for an extended time. Cummings going to have to step up and grow up fast. Oh, Murphy off the pass. Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. Diaz-Graham can't get it to go. Inside. Boy, KeShawn Murphy shattered. You haven't seen many scores like him in college basketball. Won't go. Murphy's turnaround at the buzzer. Count it. It is all 6'5" athlete who can play out on the perimeter and defend. They've got multiple. You know, Josh Hubbard's showing 6 feet, but he's really strong. Can switch out. Kugel. What a pass. KeShawn in the ACC this year. Well, there's no doubt in Brandon Cummings, we saw come in, play for 5.5 minutes. He's going to get extended minutes as a true freshman. This is a hostile environment against a very physical Mississippi State team to come in and try to log a lot of minutes. But yeah, when Dunn does come back, it's going to be crucial. Boy, another shot at the rim. Not easy. Didn't need help. Little over help by Kugel. Cummings is now open for that catch and shoot three. Inside to Murphy. That's where you go with the zone, and that's just Mississippi.
Down 2 there. So he's come off the bench and given Butler a boost. And the Bulldogs lead is 3. Largest margin either way early in this first half.
What you're seeing with Butler's tempo press, it's not to turn them over, it's to slow Mississippi State down. They don't want Mississippi State being able to race the basketball up the floor.
Backdoor Clary, drop off to Murphy, and he finishes in close.
And that's working.
13 tries for the charity stripe. 9-point Butler lead, largest margin either way in this game. Mississippi State has 12 second-half points, all of them by Kugel until now. Finishing tight, soaring high here in Tempe. Former Washington Mr. Basketball. Clary kicks. Murphy for 3. Rainbows it in. UNLV has done a decent job keeping opponents off the offensive glass entering tonight, but this is a different beast with this Bulldogs team. One of the best offensive rebounding teams in America. Shot clock's at 5 for KeShawn Murphy. In the mid-range, it's true. How about the Tide for UNLV? Had been a 12-2 Mississippi State scoring run. Now Bedford has a couple of field goals. 13-point MSU lead. Hubbard looking, searching, lofts it up to Murphy for 2 more.
UNLV needed that one.
Now D-Don Thomas in the triple. By the way, I said Josh Dunaway. Matt Dunaway is the great SID over Mississippi State. Apologize, Matt. Not sure which Josh I was thinking of. Now D-Don Thomas now has 7. UNLV is 3 for 6 from 3, so they're 50%. They just can't get up enough attempts. Kugel to Melendez. They've been shredding the zone. It's Kugel off the bounce. Drop off feed to Murphy for the flush. 16-team league. They've got 9 teams in the top 25. And it'll probably be that way all year. And there's a putback.
He made the nice assist to show us why he leads in that category. 6 assists per game. That's not only leading the the SMU Mustangs, but third best in the ACC. Mississippi State gets KeShawn Murphy into the game, and he can't really go in zone. They go in their normal man-to-man. Edwards lots it up for Traore. Great job to get in the passing lane by Harris Jr. Looking for some points the other way.
More good strength by Ambrose Hilton.
Chuck Harris adjusting to the left hand. Matthews clears the carry. Melendez in transition, stepping back. The window is there. Mismatch inside. In the mid-paint.
How about the pass? I really like the way this big guy passes the basketball. Yigatolo finding his teammate breaking into the paint.
That's already his third assist. Hubbard laying it up.
Going all the way and getting the finish. Great job by a freshman.
Game within the game. He's Jim Haller. I'm John Little. Bree Sorensen with us as well. Wide open triple tap.
Yeah, probably a little quick on that effort.
For SMU, three-point take number 21 of the night. Mississippi State has tried 23 of them. Clary outside. Murphy arcs it and hits it.
I suppose head coach, he's guided this program to back-to-back tournaments. First time that's happened in 15 years.
This guy's all ball, man. In the past 20 years, only 2 other coaches, Bruce Pearl at Tennessee, John Calipari at Kentucky, did it twice in 2 years.
That's saying something. KeShawn Murphy is out there to start this second half for the Bulldogs. All right, so Murphy now into double. Gabe Madsen, step back. Madsen only 1 make in that first half. He had gone for 20 in each of his team's first 3 games. So even with a slow start for Gabe Madsen, Utah in control. Murphy rolls, and he's the better.
Well, you got to get this ball to Hubbard, right? A little dribble handoff or something. He's feeling it.
He's got the 11 points in the second half.
Look at Madsen,
3 at the break.
Yep.
Murphy, it's a double-double, by the way. Shar goes right into Murphy's sternum and scores it. Utah in front. Asar, the X factor underneath today for the Utes. He's got to deal with Murphy on this end. And the response.
You love Jr. and Thomas Toot. Up the floor, and Murphy out in front will lay it in. Yes. There's Claudell Harris now to KeShawn Murphy. Bounce it down. And a driving layup. Top. 5 on the shot clock. Jumper right baseline. Missed it. And Cam Matthews with a rebound. State looking to run. Out to KeShawn Murphy. Driving layup. And that's one of the things State was unable. Getting a lot of hands on passes and reaching in and knocking balls free. Here's Clary again. Step back. Finds Murph. And KeShawn.
So baseline out of bounds play.
All right. Here's Murphy. Little floating hook shot. Teen will step through. The shot missed by Hamilton. Here come the Dogs running again. Murphy down the lane, splits it, lays it in, and the Bulldogs in transition. And a quick shot from the right wing. Rattles off for Nutter. And Hubbard bounces it up to Murphy, driving and laying in. And ready to go here in Starkville tonight. Demetrius Johnson on the outside. Mississippi State picks up in the man-to-man, and quickly you see that Bulldog defense turning into an easy.
Hardaway, the redshirt freshman, claiming the rebound.
Errant pass, and here's Murphy. And he'll flush it home. D3 right side, Harris. Claudell Harris had a flurry at the end of the first half. Bulldogs the offensive board. Murphy had it blocked, but that will be a goal 10. Count the